Hi, welcome to Nissa Handcrafts, and today we're talking about the big bad world of magic rings. So magic rings are definitely the foundation of anything working in a round, whether that's a beanie or an amigurumi plushie. Magic rings do have a little bit of a reputation of being difficult to master, but I'm going to show you in some really easy steps how you can practice that today. The other thing that I want to show you is a much more gentle introduction into amigurumi. Certainly doesn't come out looking as good, and I definitely encourage you to be bold and try the magic ring. But let's get started with the gentler technique. Okay, so to get started, we're going to make a slip knot. What you want to do is cross the tail end over the top of the main thread to create a little loop, and from there put your fingers inside and grab the long piece, not the tail, and pull it through. From there, just tighten. That's your slip knot. Okay, so insert your hook, and depending on what your pattern says, you might need 8 single crochets, or if you're using my patterns, the general standard is 6 single crochet stitches into the ring. Just have a look at your pattern though, because different parts of the plushie or even different patterns might use a different amount of stitches, but for this video I'm just going to show you 6. So we're going to do 3 chains. That is 1, 2, 3. And to create the little loop, and I'll stress again, this is not the magic ring version, this is just creating a chain loop. So from here you're going to insert your hook into the first chain that you made and slip stitch. So now you have a little loop of chains. Find the middle and insert your hook into the middle, and from here we're going to do 6 single crochets. So complete 1, insert again, complete 2, and keep going until you've got the amount of crochets that you want. So 3, keep inserting into the middle each time, 4, 5, and 6. Good, so you can actually count them here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in the 6th one, just do a slip stitch. Okay, and there you have it. The pain-free chain loop method. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one aside because I want to show you them side by side at the end. Let's do the more traditional magic ring. Okay, so you can follow along with me, but please don't feel bad if you need to stop, rewind, start over. I've definitely undone my share of magic rings, particularly when I was first getting started, but I promise you, once you get this, once you've done it a couple of times, you'll be able to do it in your sleep. So let's get started by holding on to the tail end here, and you're going to wrap it around 2 fingers, 1, 2 times, so that you should have 3 strands on your fingers. From there, pinch the 3 together and just slide them off. Now this next bit, the handling, there's no real right or wrong way, just whatever's comfortable for you, but I will show you the way that I hold it to keep it all together. So from here, I place the ring across my fingers and just pinch it together with my thumb. So I still have access to the loop up here, and just pinching through here. From there, insert your hook through the loop, yarn over and pull it through, and yarn over, pull through. From there, you can now let go of your loop. That's the beginning of the magic ring there. Now this stitch that we just did does not count as a single crochet in the pattern. Don't count this if we still need to do another 6. So from here, passing your hook through the middle each time, I'm going to go through, yarn over and pull it up, and then complete your single crochet stitch. So that's 1. Keep going, so we go through the middle and around, 2, through the middle and around, 3, and I'm just going to do 3 more of those. 4, 5, and just ensuring that you're going through the middle of the loops each time, 6. So this is probably the step where most people get a little bit frustrated with the magic ring. I'm just going to show you a little trick that will make it all the much easier. So essentially what we're aiming to do is close the ring up and tighten it up so that it looks similar to the one that we've just done. But you've got 2 different threads here, and you need to know which one you need to pull. So in order to know which one you want to pull, firstly, just grab the base between your middle finger and thumb and give a little tug on the tail and watch carefully which one moves. So I'm tugging, you can see that the outer one here is the one that was moving. So it was pulling from the top up here. We want to pull from the bottom, holding on nice and tight, and pull that through on the opposite side. And you can see that that closes up the ring. Now we've only got 1 loop here. So all you need to do is grab the tail and pull. And there you have it, your magic ring. If it looks like it could get a little bit tighter, just give it a bit of support and pull it through there. 1 more step and then our magic ring is complete. Once again, you can see the 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the one that we want to slip stitch into. So do the slip stitch just like the last one. And there you have it, magic ring. So pros and cons of each of them. I'll just get my original one up here. So chain loop method, definitely a little bit easier because you don't have to mess with which tail to pull when it's just a chain straight into a loop and single crochets from there. So the first one we did, definitely a little bit less fiddly. However, if you notice, the first one we did has a visible hole. I don't know if you can see that there. You will be able to see the stuffing through that on an amigurumi plushie, which is not ideal. It's not the end of the world either. But if you're talking about making a beanie, it really doesn't matter if there's a little hole up there. Whereas if you can see the magic ring that we did, there is no hole visible. So it creates a much neater surface, which is it's a nice thing to have for the amigurumi plushies. But I can't stress enough, there's no right or wrong here. You do whatever feels comfortable. Both of those methods will then lead on to make an amigurumi plushie. So my patterns that this is used in, pretty much all of them. It is the foundation of all amigurumi plushies, as they all tend to work in rounds, and this is where most of them start. So whether it's the head, the body, the arms, the feet, it will come up in every pattern that I do. So I'll put a link down below to my Etsy store. Please feel free to check out my patterns there. As it stands, when this video is recorded, I have more than 50 patterns, all unique, handwritten up there, and I add more to it every week. I've also set up my Patreon to go hand in hand with this YouTube channel, so thank you so much for supporting me by watching this video. But if you would like to use my Patreon as a subscription service to patterns, or even just to send a little bit of love, please check that out. I've got that link down below too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.